is against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the 1st down marker. These two right now really on the same page.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, 2 great plays in a row by the defense, and if I'm on the coaching staff offensively, David, I'm starting to wonder, okay, how can I protect my quarterback? Do we need to move the pocket, change the launch point? Do I got to get the ball out of his hands quicker? Because right now, it doesn't look like my offensive line can hold up.
Nah, and when your offensive line can't hold up, there's a lot of things you can do, right? You can keep more guys in to protect. You can try to be a little bit more play action, run the football, keep them off balance. But 2 plays in a row, 2 dominant wins, 2 big sacks to really get this offense going the wrong direction.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Incomplete pass, and the
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Steps away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
He'll try to do it, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. We can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They'll try to slam it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll keep it on the sneak. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. At the 45 on its way. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Haynes. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. Looking for space to the left. Across the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They run the reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. He throws one to the left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. And he's playing his best football right now.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Off the RPO, full right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. On the run, it's Haynes. Able able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking down the left side.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Hill. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
That is such good pass defense at the most important point of the game. In this 2-minute situation, what a great job breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll run it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. They strike first in overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now, they don't have to go for two here, but it looks as if they're going to try it anyway. Trying to slam in. How about the guts, and then it pays off. The two-point conversion and an 8-point lead in OT.
LSU 29, Michigan 21.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Got it in. Now they'll have to do it again with the two-point conversion to tie. After the touchdown, if they could get this two, we'll have a tie ball game. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He gets in with the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game.
You talk about executing great in a big-time moment. That's a have-to-have play. I got to have this play to continue this football game. Coming up clutch, great execution by the offense. And, Palmer, we got more free football, baby.
At this point, it's going to come down to which defense can get a stop, which defense can hunker down, even though they're exhausted, and make a play to win this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Still looking, on the move. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. He wants it all. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you were the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
With the catch, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times...
A game winner! What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown!
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of